Today on the Point Blank Performance YouTube channel, 4th and 5th gen Ram owners, we're going to be showing you guys how to put this AirDog fuel pump on your frame. We got to get it mounted on there. Well, with the machines, we've created 2 billet brackets for you guys. You're going to love this. We've got one bracket that's a universal. That means you can put it anywhere on your frame that you desire and you can build however you want. And then based on your frame, it's a 4th or a 5th gen, we've got another one that mounts it directly in front of the fuel tank. Keeps it up there nice and tight, looks pretty, keeps all the debris away from it. What's the first thing we need to do? We're gonna go to the toolbox, we're gonna upgrade this with some billet brackets, and then we're gonna build on. The first thing that we need to do is identify what type of frame do you have on your truck so it can accept one of these billet brackets. When you go to your driver back seat, look in the floorboard. Do you see a box cut out in the actual floor? If you do see a box cut out in the floor, you would get the cargo frame bracket. This guy right here. We also call this on the website at pointblankperformance.com our universal bracket. We can put this anywhere we want. This all makes sense soon. But if you go to the back seat, you don't see that little box in there, you're gonna get the non-cargo frame bracket. This bracket right here goes in a specific location. Each one of these packages will also include this: a back brace, CNC billet aluminum, a left leg, and then a right leg. And all hardware comes with it. So the step one is this: find your pump. I found my pump. We're gonna grab the pump, grab into the pump. We're gonna set it down on the table, and we're gonna start assembling these side braces. So the first thing that we need to do is make for sure our pump is in the correct orientation. This is the regulator and it's facing straight up. Good. Let's proceed. Pull off both fuel filters. Pull off your right one, lay it to the side, pull off the left one. They will be going back on, but we need them off there so we can assemble this bracket. Each and every kit will get a hardware package. You're going to see 4 long Allen head bolts. Those are the first things I want you guys to grab. Take your pump, put it straight up. Let's start on the right side. You're going to put them in the top of the holes. They won't go in just naturally, but hang tight. Then take your left ones, put them on the back side of the pump. They will drop right in. Now we're going to dress these 2 front ones. These will go in just with a 3/16 Allen. Go ahead and let's turn them to the right. Won't take a lot of force. Just spin them in there. You ain't got to get wild. And here it goes. So that one's in. Now let's go to the back side. If you guys were any good, you would have engineered that where that bolt would have just fell right in. Alright, so we got the front 2 in, we got the back 2 in. What I want you to grab now is our back brace. The back brace needs to be going on the back side just like so. See those 2 bolts? Slip it right down over the back. So our back is now ready to accept a side brace. Lay it down on the table. Grab the right bracket. You're going to see PBP is going to be facing towards the right side of the pump. Go ahead and slide it onto the top Allen head bolt and the bottom head. Once we have the top and the bottom mated, we're going to grab our nuts. Start with your top nut. Slide it on there and make for sure everything's loose because we got to put our filters on there. We need a little bit of wiggle room. Save a little room for Jesus. So you did our top one, did our bottom one. Now our 2 small Allen head bolts. These dudes right here. You have your 3/16 Allen and put them at the very bottom. And again, just make for sure they're in there. You got to tighten them up all the way. So we got our outermost one, we got our innermost one. So the right side of the bracket is now prepped. We need to move to the left side of the bracket. So grab your left leg and we're going to slide it onto the top Allen. That dude goes right there. Grab a nut, that way it won't run away. Slide it on there. Okay. Slide it through the bottom. And you'll see the holes are recessed, so that way the nuts, when you're looking at everything in a second, everything is nice tucked up underneath there. Can't see anything. The 2 Allen head bolts that are left over in your kit, slide them in down at the bottom. Grab your 3/16 Allen. Let's go ahead and snug them up. Don't get crazy. If you feel any resistance, make for sure there's no chips in the holes. Everything's sanded and anodized nice and pretty. If you feel resistance, I use a little bit of WD-40. So you got them dudes in there. So the right side's prepped, the left side's prepped. Let's grab our AirDog fuel filter, the 1002. Slide it into the right side. Tighten it up all the way. Slide your left one. Spin it on there. I want you guys to see. There's a lot of wiggle room in here. And it's because we want to make for sure that the filters have enough room to move around. So now we need to tighten them up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it back down. I'm going to grab my 3/16 socket. I'm going to start tightening this thing up. So it's 3/16, 3/16, 7/16 socket. So tighten up on the top. Let's go over here to the left side. Tighten that dude up. Let's go to the bottom. Let's tighten it up. Let's go to the bottom here. Tighten it. Don't forget about your two lower ones. Snug them up all the way. Now I'm going to stand back. I'm looking at my clearance. I'm looking at my clearance. The filters can come off there. Boys, that is an AirDog with our back brace, our right leg, and our left leg. This is the mounting so it'll accept the frame brace so it'll go on your truck. Speaking of that, let's go put it on the truck. All right, AirDog owners, ready to get that bracket onto the frame. Now, this is a cargo frame truck. What do we need to do? We need to make for sure here on the driver's side there is a box in the floor. That is called a cargo frame. Even if there is no box underneath that floor, if it looks like there is a rectangular pattern where they should have put a box, that's a cargo frame truck. So we're going to slide up underneath here. Now, when I said it was a universal bracket, it is just that. Anywhere that there is a riv nut in your frame, like this one right here, or this one right here, you can actually take this bracket, you can place it wherever you want. See? All right, I want to put my AirDog here. It's a little bit further in front of the tank, no big deal. Or I want to put it closer to the tank because I may be running one of our catch cans right here. Guys, always run a catch can on your valve cover. Don't ask me why. So when you've got this placed here, we've got to drill out one hole into the frame. That way you've got a factory bolt going through here and you've got another one going through here. In your hardware kit, label the cargo frame package. We're going to take out one of the M8 125s. Go ahead, put that into the frame. I'm going to grab old trusty here, your M6 Allen. Tighten this dude up, righty-tighty, all the way in. You're going to need a level. Your phone will work. Alright, so we got this dude tight. I'm going to eyeball it. We're going to call that level. So that is level. Make for sure yours is level. Your phone has one. What do we need to do? In your package, you've got a riv nut. How do you get a riv nut inside this frame? Because that is a solid frame. You got to drill it out. What I always want you guys to do is I want you to measure what you have as far as width on this thing. So the diameter, let me correct myself, my diameter is 41. So that means a 27/64 drill bit is what you want to drill this hole out to accept this riv nut. Before you drill, you got to have a punch, which is in your kit. This is going to center the drill so it doesn't walk all over the place. Put the dude in the frame, get you a hammer, bam! You hit it one good time. We're not drilling mine today, but I'm showing you guys how to do it. So you hit it one good time, that actually centers the hole. Take your M6, let's go ahead and let's back this off here, because now you got to do some drilling. So let's back it off here, twist it out of the way. We've got a hole right here in our frame. You've got your drill, 27/64. Make for sure you drill straight, not crooked, but straight. Hold it level. Drill. Make for sure everything's nice and clean. So you've got your hole right here in the bracket. You're going to take now your riv nut. You've got to set this thing. How are you going to do that? This rough country tool is magic. So this little dude will actually flare this out in the frame so that way it's actually locked in there. M8 125 attachment up top. Take, spin this thing on. Now how this tool works is like this. You're going to push it against the frame. I'll show you up close, but you're going to push it up against the frame, hold it tight, squeeze your chest together, pop, and it actually flares it apart. So that looks like to you guys like this. You take, wow, did you see that? That flares. So that little flare right there, I hope we got more of these showing up close. So that flare right there happens inside the frame. So when it does that, this thing's not coming out. So once that happens, it's in the frame, it's locked in. Take, scroll this backwards, and you'll be able to leave this rib nut that has a flare on it inside the frame. Put your tool away. Put it away, boys. Grab your other M8 125. There's only 2 of them in your pack this length. If you've drilled straight and you've got it in there, that's where this bolt will go. Again, I'm not drilling mine today. I'm showing you for example. You'll put this bolt in, torque these outside bolts all the way down, because now it's ready to accept the AirDog. And the cool part about this bracket, if you're showing a buddy, you can take this thing, if you want to take this bracket, you want to mount it on the outside of the frame, the driver's side, whatever, it is a universal bracket as well. So this dude's torqued down. We're going to take our hardware pack. You see these 4 M8 125s? Let's get these out of here, because we're going to lock that AirDog onto this frame and then go ball haul in the Sahara Desert and just see how much power this baby makes. So we get these M8 125s out. At this time, we've taken off your filters of the AirDog, because you're about to see why. I got the filters off. Grab your AirDog pump. Your base bracket is already on there. Flip this baby around. You've got 4 mounting holes for it. We do this on the ground so you guys can see. You ain't got to have a lift. Go ahead and put a bolt through the top. There's one. I'm going to get 2 of them in there so you guys don't get to see me struggle. But there's 4. Alright. Look at this thing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places of contact to lock this thing down. And what I want you guys always to do is look here at the back side. Does everything look good? Do you have enough clearance? Yes, I do. Go ahead, grab your ratchet, lock these things all the way down. This thing looks good as hell. Love that. Guys, we tried to make this as simple as possible, but AirDog, you made it very complicated to make some brackets, so we had to do a modular setup. Boys, that's it. So we've got our low pressure pump also video coming up for you guys, so you'll be able to see like, hey, where does this line go whenever you put a sump here. Very simple, very easy, slick setup. And a lot of you guys will always ask, well, how low does this thing set? Because by God, you know, when you're driving down the road, you're gonna rip that thing off. Okay, guys, all right, your diff is right here. Your diff is right here. Your AirDog filter is right here. So, and most of all of us run 37s because we're just like that. I don't, these are 305s. So here's your frame. There's that. If you're looking at it from the side, the AirDog filters stay right up above it. So today we got the bracket onto your AirDog pump. We showed you guys how to put the ears onto it. We showed you guys how to put the back brace onto it. And now we showed you guys how to put the frame bracket onto it and then actually mount that on there. All thing you need to do is put your sump in there, hook up all your hoses, run your power line from AirDog, and this dude's ready to rock and roll. And for you guys that do not have the cargo frame, make for sure you check out the video here. Phil's gonna link that up for you. We'll show you an installation video on the non-cargo frame trucks You guys have any questions or comments about today's installation, please drop them in the comments below. That may help somebody out. I may have left something out, so I'm gonna catch my breath. I'm gonna drink some water. We're gonna run some CNC machines. Like, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you back here at Point Blank Performance.